Generational wealth, God's biblical secret to it, isn't primarily about the amount of money you leave behind, but the legacy of wisdom, character, and faith you impart. Many people spend their lives chasing financial fortunes, hoping to leave a colossal inheritance for their children and grandchildren, believing that cash alone secures their future. But look around you at families who inherited vast sums only to see it squandered, leaving behind a trail of division, addiction, or sheer financial mismanagement within a single generation. What good is a large bank account if the heirs squander it, or if the wealth itself becomes a curse rather than a blessing? Consider Abraham, a patriarch whose story is foundational to biblical understanding. He wasn't born into riches. He didn't inherit a family fortune. His true wealth at the beginning was a promise, a covenant with God, and an unwavering faith that compelled him to leave everything familiar behind. His journey built not just flocks and silver, but an enduring legacy of trust in the divine. He became the father of nations, not through material assets, but through spiritual obedience and deep character. That's a lineage far more valuable than any trust fund. I'm curious, what's one thing you always thought generational wealth meant, but now you're rethinking? Share your thoughts below. The Bible often speaks of a good man leaving an inheritance to his children's children, but this isn't solely a financial decree. The good man implies character, integrity, and a life lived in accordance with divine principles. Think of Joseph, sold into slavery, falsely imprisoned, yet rising to become second in command in Egypt. He inherited nothing but his family name, which became a source of pain. His true assets were his God-given wisdom, his unwavering integrity, and his profound ability to interpret dreams and manage resources. He didn't just save his family from famine. He demonstrated how wisdom and character, even in the direst circumstances, create an enduring legacy of provision and honor. This is the real, unshakable inheritance. This true currency is the power of faith and covenant. Abraham's faith wasn't just a personal belief. It was a seed planted that blossomed into blessings for countless future generations. Through his faithfulness, a lineage was established that eventually brought forth the Messiah. How does a life rooted in biblical faith create such profound multi-generational impact? It establishes a moral compass, imbues resilience in hardship, and provides an unshakable foundation for true abundance that money simply cannot buy. Families built on a shared faith, even without vast material wealth, often find themselves united, supportive, and truly prosperous across decades. So, how do we build this biblical generational wealth today? It starts with intentional stewardship and generosity. Stewardship isn't just about managing money, but faithfully overseeing all the resources God has entrusted to us: our time, our talents, our relationships, and yes, our finances. Generosity, as Solomon wisely taught, means honoring the Lord with your wealth and the first fruits of your increase. This isn't a transactional formula, but a profound principle of circulation. When you live generously, focused on giving and blessing others, you become a conduit for God's blessings, not just a container. If this shift in perspective on wealth is resonating with you, make sure you hit that subscribe button. We dive deep into these biblical principles every week. Practically, this means investing in your children's character, not just their college fund. It involves spending time teaching values, not just earning more money. It means modeling integrity, forgiveness, love, and a disciplined work ethic. Deuteronomy 6:6-7 urges us, "These commandments that I give you today are to be on your hearts. Impress them on your children.
Talk about them when you sit at home and when you walk along the road, when you lie down and when you get up." Imagine a grandfather who, despite not leaving vast sums of cash, left his family a legacy of deep faith, a strong work ethic, and an unwavering commitment to honesty and generosity. That family, guided by those principles, didn't just survive, they thrived for generations, building true wealth in every sense. The biblical secret to generational wealth is not in the material possessions you hoard, but in the spiritual and moral treasures you transmit. It's about shaping a future generation's character, equipping them with wisdom, instilling an enduring faith, and teaching them the joy of generous stewardship. This is a legacy that cannot be squandered by economic downturns or poor financial decisions. It is priceless, eternal, and truly abundant. What legacy are you truly building? Share this video with someone who needs to hear this truth about real generational wealth.